So we're gonna get right into it. You know, this brother comes from the Bronx, man. You know, he's an entrepreneur. He's loyalty over money. He's humbleness, never arrogant. You know, this brother's, you know what I mean, like lyrical master on the mic. You know what I mean? It's my brother right here, man. Give it up, y'all, for Jay Lyrical.
Yes, yes, yes,
yes.
Jay. Yeah.
Every time you look at the video, it's going to be shaking. So you
Good. Glad to have you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you.
So what up, Jay? What's going on, Jay Lyrical? We got Jay Lyrical in the building. Y'all say what up, what up, what up, what up?
What's going on, yo?
Yeah.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Ask anything.
What's up, man? So let the people know, man, who you be. You know what I mean? Let them know your background.
Sure.
You know?
Born and raised in the PX.
Yeah.
Been in the Bronx. Almost 40 plus years. Grew up in Parkchester first.
Parkchester.
Yeah. But got moved since I was like 3 years old, maybe. Since 3, I've been in Co-op City.
I can't even see him.
I'm a Bronx baby. Plain and simple.
I think I'm gonna have to move this.
Anything else I know? You want a background question?
It's annoying. You're gonna get
Yeah,
this.
you know, like, you know, I wanted
It's
to ask you
this
too,
thing
right?
is in the way.
How you been
Okay, here we
navigating
go.
through this whole, I ain't gonna say pandemic. Yeah, it's called,
It's a
I call it
pandemic.
the pandemic. How you been, you know, navigating through this whole, 2020?
You know what it is, man? Since this whole thing started, technically they say in March, it started way before that.
Exactly.
But God willing, I've been good. I've been safe, just working, taking care of the fam. Unfortunately, I lost my uncle to it, you know what I'm saying? God rest his soul. Appreciate that.
Sorry for your loss.
I appreciate that. And
Be right back.
godmother going through lung cancer right now, so it's a lot on my brain right now. So, navigating through that, along with the fact that she's working, taking care of moms, taking care of my grandmother who's 94, still on this earth, and just still blending in my side hustles. It's not easy. I don't ask for no help, you know what I'm saying? So I just do what I do, stay grounded and stay focused, just do what I do. That's my ability. That's it.
What's up, man? It's good to see you out here, man.
Likewise.
Still grinding and still doing your thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what's up. Like with me, like what this whole 2020 thing has taught me to value your family more.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? It taught me that.
That's the most important thing, period.
You know.
Besides your health.
Right. So yeah, it taught me a lot about that. To value your life more on your family, 'cause that's what we got at the end of the day.
You know what's
You know what I
crazy,
mean?
though? You got to use that word loosely too for some people. Because we on air right now, but
I'll talk about it.
punches. You can have family, you know what I'm saying, and those know who they are, you know what I'm saying, that are real family and be there for you, but you got your friends that are family too. Not to put my man on the spot, friends, you've been my man for like 10 years.
Fact.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Give it up.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Understood what we be explained. So can't use that family word too much, too loosely to an extent, because there's family out there that don't want to support you. They want to see you fall, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So people like yourself, TashaBee, and everybody, I can vibe with y'all. You know what I mean? It's just real talk. It depends anybody or well. It is what it is.
It is what it
That's
is.
just real talk.
If I could just say that for 1 minute. I just gotta say for 1 minute, listen, I met this brother just, when was it? Saturday. And let me tell you something, we've been talking ever since, and I swear, I feel like I've known him for like forever. The vibe was just so crazy, we walked up into a little house party, get together, whatever. We walked up in there, and, he was already there. And, you're sitting next to people, a whole bunch of people you don't know or whatever.
Yes.
And I came, and I was like, okay, well, it was a couple of seats, but he was so welcoming and so inviting. I was like, all right, let me sit next to you. Sit next to him. So I sat next to him, and yo, the vibe was crazy. Like, I felt like I knew him for like forever. Like, it was, the conversation was so good, and you were so welcoming. You know, like somebody else, you know, you could have been sitting there and they could have been like, oh God, why she come and sit next to me or whatever. But the whole night, we had our own little jokes going on, like, you know, while y'all was doing your thing or whatever. But we had such a good time. Like, it was, the vibe was good. We had good conversation. And then, especially when we started talking about how, you know, the pandemic and when Tanya made us get all emotional and stuff.
That's deep. I appreciate that. Shout out to Tanya. I appreciate that.
True story, true story. We was able to, you know, tell our stories or whatever. And I just want to say, you are one dope brother. Like, seriously.
Thank you.
And then when I found out you did music and I went online, I heard, you know, your music and stuff. I was like, oh yeah. Because you automatically said we got to get him on or whatever. But, you know, I was like, okay, definitely. We got to get this brother online. Yeah. So I appreciate you for being here, and I appreciate your welcoming and, you know, your vibe, your good personality. Like, I mean, literally, we've been talking every day, and we've been vibing, and it's just been a beautiful thing. God bless you. And prayers to your godmother and, you know, your situation or whatever.
Like us, you know, exactly. Yeah, let's give it up for that, give it up. Yeah, it's been love, man, since, you know, from day one.
I met you.
Basis, you know, we met each other.
Back in 14, 15. I don't forget, brother.
Yeah, man, it's been love, man. This brother's real genuine, you know, he's real, you know, ain't too many brothers out here like that. So you gotta hold on to brothers like that. Like you said earlier, like, we have to be careful with the word family, right? Because I have more friends than I would say family, like, you know, because sometimes it don't have to be because you related or biologically. Right. It could be somebody you know maybe 5 years. You know.
Yeah, let me make it clear, like, so people don't get confused. I really think I know who they are. Like, it's important. They know who they are already. There's some out there that just don't want to see a brother win, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep winning and do what I do. You know, it's not gonna stop me from doing anything. You know, so if anything, that motivates me. So I just, you know, I keep moving forward, never backward.
True statement. Yup, keep it going. Even, you know, we're gonna navigate through the you know, the negativity, you know, maybe that's gonna keep positive, and stay positive. Right. You know, that's how we win all the time. So you can do what you do, you can keep hating, and, you know, we just gonna keep positive. That's it.
That's what you do, man.
That's it.
So if I could ask you,
Sure.
listen, don't forget y'all, bring those questions
Sure.
in. Y'all,
Ask
they're
anything.
here, ask anything. They said everything is on the board. So if you want to ask a question, something crazy, just ask it. We doing it raw. Raw talk here. Listen. That's what type of show we doing, okay? We're going to talk about it. Real talk, let's talk about it. We don't want no bullshit, no covering up shit or whatever. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. They said everything is all good, so it's all good. So bring those questions in because we want to hear them. We want to hear them. What's up, Levon? I see you, Chris. What's popping? So who are some of your inspirations as far as today's music?
I can't lie to you.
We always go back in the day and we always know your inspirations from back in the day or whatever. Who are you feeling on the radio right now? Like, who's being played? If anyone. If not, that's all good too.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, and it's not no diss to nobody, you know. I don't really listen to new people like that. I listen to my homeboy Trans, not to put him on the spot. Him, if we're talking, my cousin D Smalls, shout out to him, you know. But if we talking artists, like I said, I'm an old head. I'm not gonna lie. Aside from that, you know, he's an entrepreneur. I do loyalty over money. Shout out to Hollow. That's my cousin. You know,
Hollow the Dawn.
I'm So Loyal brand. That's my cousin D Smalls thing. I promote that as well. Just dipping and dabbing in a lot of things, man. You know, just doing what I do, man. I can't just stay on one hustle. I can't stay stagnant. That's the problem.
That's right.
That's just me. I can't speak for anybody else. If you got a 9 to 5, that's all you do, respect. Right. But I can't just be stuck on just doing one thing, you know.
Yep. All right, that was one question. What up, sis? I see you, Yvonne. All right, Nikki, I see you, baby. Yep. All right, so, okay, so we know that's today. We gotta go for back in the day. All right. First of all, what inspired you to do? What inspired you to start rapping from the get-go? Like, when did you know you could rap and it was dope?
Well, what answer your first question? It's 10, maybe 10, 11 years old. Back in 86, I'm showing my age. I don't care. I'm showing my age. It is what it is. But like I said, Kane and them, that did it right there. I ain't gonna lie, rock him. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta, one of these days I'm gonna start. So I ain't taking serious back then, at that time.
We need you in that camera. Yeah.
Is this better?
Yep.
Alright. I didn't take it serious back then because a lot was, even at that age, I was going through stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say like around maybe 15, 16, I started taking it more serious. And that was the influence. But once I heard Nas, that did it. That took me off, I was about 18 back then. Yeah, 18. So going to 18, matter of fact. So that's what really tricked me. You know, I started writing, dropped my pen down. You know, a lot of things held me back. Even more before the pandemic, started really taking it more serious. But now it's just like I gotta be in full mode and you know do what I do. Even if it's just one mixtape or one, to say I did something. No, I could take that. So.
Okay, this is up. It's definitely this up. All right, well,
Question,
listen,
here's what it is.
this is the design. He said anything. Guys.
Questions in. Bring those questions in. Bring those questions in.
So I got a question.
Sure.
What, you know, like I said, you know, when we met, the vibe was good or whatever, and like, you know, I told you my story or whatever, and I got a little emotional about it. What keeps you so positive and help keeping others so positive during, you know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But to answer your question is like, I'm not gonna say my life has been totally bad, but at the same time I've been through some stuff, you know. And thanks to my mother, she keeps me grounded. That's like my best friend right there, you know what I'm saying? So we talk for that, you know, we talk every day about anything and everything, you know. So she's the one that's like, you know, Jay, don't be down. I know, you know, it's rough out here even before the pandemic. Things is rough out here, but just keep a level head. Just keep doing what you've been doing. By the grace of God, I've never been in no type of trouble as far as police, locked up, none of that. I'm trying to stay like that, you know, and, you know, just being humble and chill at all times, man. I think that goes a long way that people don't understand, you know. A lot of people say they gangster. It's cool. The real gangster is going to work every day, taking care of your family, you know, handling your business, you know, and just staying to yourself or being around those that are genuine, you know. So that's the real gangster to me.
So, you know, yeah, I love that. Rap, come on now, come on, give it up for that, y'all. Come on. Even though it's raining, you know,
It's all love here, man. It's all love.
I love it.
So how would you describe the music that you typically create? How would you describe it? Because we know you. The name is Jay Lyrical, so that says it all,
you know,
right there.
People take that as being cocky. No, I make some glad you asked me that. Like, it's not a cocky thing. It's like that's my lane. I'm a lyrical person. I just love listening to word for word, bar for bar, not no mumble rap. That's just don't just to them. That's not my lane. So I like lyrics, straight to the point, a message being, you know, sent. So that's just me. That's always been me. So it's not gonna change either. So when Tasha asked me that question about the news, I'm like, I can't think off top. Like, and that's no diss to nobody. It's just I know my lane. I like what I like, and you know that's it. Not saying I can't gravitate to new music. If it's something dope, I'll say it's dope. There's a lot of dope music out here. Don't get me wrong, but off the top of my head, I just can't.
Right
now. So
understandable.
That's understandable. So tell the people, where have you performed throughout your career?
Okay, cool.
That was a question that came through.
Sure. Shout out to, again, like some broken record. Shout out to the friends. We've been in the SOBs a couple times. We performed over there. Couple
SOBs, I seen that.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, Trent put on that day.
Yeah, we
put on that day.
We set up the show. One of the first times we set up the show, literally. You know, and not a crazy story. That night we was late. We were late that night. We still got on first. You know what I'm saying? And did what we did. You know, God rest his soul. Freddie Garson was there. You know what I'm saying? That night. You know, so Malice too.
From the Clips.
You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a dope night. I told him, I'm saying, we opened up that night.
Yeah.
I got you, brother.
I witnessed that. I witnessed that. I was there. I got my ticket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
I
was there to
there
support.
for that one.
Yeah. For you, brother. Yeah, so we set up the night. He was there a couple of times actually. So a lot of other spots, bars, now we've been through the trenches, Trenton Island. We've been through the trenches.
Check.
Yo.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we've been through the trenches together, man. Like a lot of stories, but yeah, pretty much there. Gasolina, but that's where I met you at, Nate.
Right, Gasolina, that's a fact.
I met you there.
Yeah. Boston Road, yeah.
We met, there, you know, there. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met this brother, and we just clicked, just like how we met that night. Same thing with him. We just clicked. Everything was cool. So, a couple of spots.
I can feel that because I met my bro here at Gasolina as well, and I think I've seen you before or whatever, but I actually met you and spoke with you or whatever. Same vibe, same thing. We clicked automatically, and just ever since, it's just been nothing but love ever since. Like seriously, you don't find just people you can just vibe with and just talk to and just have a good time with or whatever without being anything extra.
Extra, right?
Yeah, it's just when you find people like that, hold on to them, y'all, because it doesn't come every day. That's a fact. Give it up to friends. Good friends. True story. I'm definitely blessed to have my co-host Natficial in my life because he's helped me get through so much shit. It's not even funny, like real talk, and it's not about how long you've known somebody, it's about the quality of the relationship. And let's give it up for quality of the relationship. Yes, we gotta, it's like you can meet people every day, you can have friends for like years and upon years, and I have those too, don't get me wrong, I definitely have those too. Don't y'all ladies come yelling at me, I'm just saying. But because I have some dope-ass friends that I've known over 30 years, so, definitely shout out to them. But you got to give it up for people that you can just come and just, interact with and just have good vibes, especially when, when they have the same interest that you do, which is music. Right. So I didn't know that you, were an artist when I first met you, but, as we got along, that night or whatever. Yes, yo. That was crazy. The cipher, man, y'all. It was so dope. It was definitely dope. We had a good time. Definitely a good time. It's on Official's page. You'll find it on a lot of people's page. Everybody's been sharing. If you see the link, and even if you cannot donate, if you know someone who can donate, please, it's nothing but positive stuff. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. And it's also a Cash App. If you don't feel comfortable doing it through the GoFundMe, there's the Cash App. It's
$ Miss Abby's Kids. Miss Abby's Kids. That's MISS. I believe it's AIBB. MISS. ABBIES. KIDS.
That's the Cash App, y'all.
That's the Cash App.
That's the Cash App. If y'all feel more comfortable just doing Cash App and making it go straight there, then that's what's up. You can do that, okay? Right. But just so y'all know, that's where we are right now. That's where we do our podcast every week. That's where we come and make this happen for, unsigned artists and, politicians, whatever it may be, models, whatever. This is where we make it happen. So in order for us to keep doing that, we have to support the best way that we can and keep it popping, yeah. So again, you'll see there's mad post on my page about, the link where to go to for the GoFundMe or again, the Cash App. So make sure this is the only way we can keep this thing going, y'all. So, and like I said, it's more than just about us. It's more than just about us. It's about the community. It's about the kids. It's about you. It's about me. It's about everything. So please, if you can support, please support any way that you can. Yeah, give it up. Give it up. That's right. You're going to hear a little later from the young ladies that run this whole thing
and their story a little bit. We hope that we can get them up there and tell a little bit about the story. If you don't know them, I mean, if you're on my page, you should definitely know them by now. But if not, you know, or on Official's page, you should definitely know them because we go hard for them. We love them. They good people, and they've proven to be good people, and it's nothing fake about it. It's all real. It's the real deal. It's no joke. Yep. Give it up for Shaniqua Charles and Artist Up, who does Artist Up, who conducts the open mic here every Tuesday, y'all. Every Tuesday it goes down. If you haven't been here, you need to get here. It's a good time. We've met new artists and so many people on her show that she does every Tuesday, y'all. So make sure that y'all come through or tune in Artist Up. That's artist_up on Instagram, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
So I got a question for you, Jay, right?
Let's go.
How do you feel the internet has impacted the music business?
Impacted it in a good way and a bad way, I think. It's good and bad. If you got, for example, not to veer off to battle rap, but you got Smack now that got an app for the artists, you know what I'm saying? And I get it, you know, change the culture and, you know, put money in their pocket, but the bad part about that is you could have a battle out, no one will see it unless you pay for the app, or whatever the case may be. So it's like being vaulted.
Right.
It's being vaulted to an extent. You know, shout out to, you know, Smack and them, but I'm just giving an example.
Right.
So I think that's a negative part, in my opinion, because no one's gonna be able to hear it or listen to it unless you pay $8 a month. You know what I'm saying? So, but the good thing about it is it's easier to, I think, stream your music and get the air out there instead of going back in the days where you have your cassette tapes, going to different labels and getting rejected. You know what I'm saying? At least now you could put your music on the internet, and whether it's positive or negative feedback, is, you know, it is what it is. So I think it's a little bit of both. It's a gift and a curse, you know. So, but for the most part, as of now, in the recent, I think it's good. It's real positive. Like it's so. I'm all for it, you know, so that's my opinion on it. You know, it's good and bad, so.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, here you go.
All right. Listen, is there anything you want to let us know? Let us know where you are, how to find you, or
Sure.
whatever, you know, whatever
Sure.
you think that people need to know.
No, just, if you want to find me, just J Lyrical LOM. That's my Instagram. That's the only social media I have. I ain't got no Facebook, Snapchat, none of that. I just got one streaming of social media. You know, again, J Lyrical LOM.
You want SoundCloud or YouTube or anything
No.
like that? You got Facebook.
I need that. I ain't gonna hold you. I need a YouTube.
Okay, yeah.
No, but that's where you can find me at. And follow me. Back then, it's all love still. Like I said, there's no negativity in my heart. Man, like, I've been too much negative to worry about. You know,
Yeah, it keeps going in and out. We gonna switch it up. All right. Well, listen.
Yes.
We appreciate you. We thank you for
Appreciate
coming
y'all.
out,
Thank
y'all.
you.
You
Thank
came
you.
through in the rain, in the pouring down rain, and
Appreciate
came
y'all.
through and hung out with us.
No doubt.
And I hope you hang out a little longer or
Give me a little
whatever.
while. My boys here, so I'm gonna be chill for a little bit.
Okay, that's
you
a
know?
fact. That's a fact. All right, we're gonna take a brief break and we'll be
Right.
back with
Appreciate y'all again. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Tunes.
I'll tell you something, man. This brother here is a host, author, actor, model, movie caster, 7-time award winner, 3 times Artist of the Year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This guy just fashion when you see him. You know, you think about Soho, you think about Black Soho. You think about Black Soho, you know what I mean? When you see my brother coming down the joint. You know what I mean? So, give it up, y'all. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise, y'all.
Make some noise,
For
make some
Trends!
Yes.
Trends LFF Music!
Let's go, Fly Guy.
What's up? What's up?
What up?
What's up, y'all? Got some energy.
White boys in the building, Jay.
Everybody else here, what's up?
What's the deal?
Okay.
Yeah. So what's going on, brother, man? How you been, man? You been grinding. I've been seeing you on the gram, man.
Yeah,
Boy, it's grinding right now, boy.
6 movies.
Ready.
Did my 6th movie. Teenage Story on YouTube. I don't know if we up at like 20,000. I don't know where we at now, but I did like a couple movies with that. I got the album, got a single with Mims coming. That's his first song in the U.S. probably in like 10 years, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, since he dropped This Is Why I'm High. So I got like a 5.
I don't mean to
What's
stop you with that though, but this is why I'm hot.
Yeah.
Yo,
That was your shit?
that was my shit.
That
And
was
let me tell you,
everybody's
I
shit.
want to tell you, at that time I had a red, bright cherry red Magnum with the Hemi in it, and my license plate said "Why I'm hot."
Wow.
Yo, I got pulled over every 2 seconds because my windows was tinted, so they definitely thought it was a dude in the car.
Oh.
But every time I turned around, anytime I got on the highway, I got pulled over. I had to give
Wow.
that shit up. But yo, I love that car, but that was my song. I have that blasted.
I gotta
car,
tell
yo.
Mims that story.
Yo, please tell him.
I'm
because,
gonna tell him
yo,
tomorrow. Definitely.
It said, "Why am I high?" I got pictures,
Wow.
so I got proof. I got proof. But
Yeah.
that car got me in so much trouble. It's
Wow.
ridiculous. So I had to give it up. I had
Wow.
to.
Wow. Fire though.
Wow.
Give it up for
Fire.
this one hot. I'm hot.
Give it
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
give it up, give
My
it
brother.
up.
My brother. Yeah.
So let's get into it, right?
What's
We're gonna
up?
get into it, trends, man. So what first got you into doing music?
I'm from Edenwall originally. I'm from Edenwall Projects. I'm from 41. You know 41, I was the top selling, drug dealing building in the Northeast Bronx. Shannon Holmes, the book. They lived above from me. So my grandma was Jehovah's Witness. You know what I mean? But I used to have to come downstairs for church, and all the drug dealers was in front of my building. So it kind of got me like into fashion, and I'm like, damn, I can't come out the building all the time, with the church outfits on. I get into something else. And probably like 14, I remember like me and my brother was rapping. My older brother, he's like 3 years older than me. I was in Bone Thugs and Harmony. I was a big Bone Thugs and Harmony fan, Make's fan. And I remember I freestyled in front of him at like 14, and I see my older brother's face, like, yo, he got it. And from then on, I'm like, yo, I loved it. I loved the swag. You know what I'm saying? Like how you can express yourself through words. You know what I mean? That's how I got started with it. And I'm from the projects. That's all I had. I mean, honestly, or play ball. That was all I did, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ball player. He was
Yeah.
nice. He was nice with it.
I had the jump shot. I was the pretty dude, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. I had the handle. I stayed for the jump shot. I can hit. I still can play.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it was. But that was like the outlet at that time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what got me in that. That's all I had to do. Grandma wasn't letting me chill with the drug dealers. That wasn't happening.
I know that's right.
It was like go play basketball or I would sneak and rhyme with my brother. That's where we at now. That's what led to where we at now. Mm-hmm.
Listen, y'all make sure y'all keep bringing those questions in. We here with trends, y'all. So
Bring them in. Bring them
let's
in.
go.
Let's
They
go.
said anything.
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 Anything. Real talk. We here. Let's talk about it, y'all.
So,
Let's
man, we got a
go.
question,
I don't
right,
want to
friend?
be the one to ask
All right.
crazy questions.
Someone asked, are you single?
Am I single? Oh, I am a man who doesn't believe
Here we
in
go.
titles.
Here we go.
And we could go from there.
Here we go.
And we could go from there and I could break it down. Because I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
Uh-oh.
I feel honestly a friendship is more important than a title. I know plenty married people who are unhappy.
Absolutely.
So it depends, like what does it mean? You know what I'm saying? Or I'm in a relationship, or I'm not, or that's, I feel a lot of people are not friends. And that's it. So that title stuff, I don't know, man. But, I'm chilling right now.
Oh, okay.
Yo, listen. Shout out my son's mother, who's like my friend. I'm talking about from the projects of Brooklyn. Like, still my homie. But you can't, this is a tough industry, and a lot of dudes out here can claim they got this and that, but we know the parties, we know all of that. I'm just up front. And right now, we chilling, me and my son's mother, and we seeing where this music goes and anything else. And that's my partner. We go out to eat everything. I mean, that's how I'm able to talk like this now.
Right.
So I'm not hiding that. You know what I mean? So,
Understand.
but yeah. I hope that answered it good.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. You answered that good. You answered that good.
You answered that good. But you know what? Sometimes, I'm not
What's
saying
up?
you
What's up?
specifically, but sometimes we feel like that's a cop-out. We don't want to put no labels. We don't want to put no titles or whatever. But back in the day, it was straight and simple. You had a girlfriend or you didn't. But now everything is a little complicated. You know, how Will and Jada say it. What is it? Entanglement.
That's
yes,
a little
yes,
different.
yes. Thank you,
I'm
thank you,
not
thank you.
I'm not in any entanglement.
No, I'm just saying.
Because we don't know who's on the line. Like, listen, I am not in any entanglement. Baby, I love you. We're not married. Baby, you know what we talking about. Listen, watch it. No entanglement.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, at the beginning of the show, I asked
What's up?
everybody, is there anything we can't talk about?
Let's
And
go.
that's why the show is called
I
Let's
love
Talk
it.
About It. That's what we're doing. So that's why we doing it the way we do it. We raw dog.
Absolutely.
And if you had said, listen, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about this.
No,
whatever,
let's talk
then
about
we
it.
look-
But
we
I
wouldn't
have
say that.
no entanglements. I'm gonna tell you something, man.
Okay.
And this is how I feel. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's right.
Like a lot of men, you know, they don't understand that women have male friends. And I met a lot of women. And most women have male friends.
True
And
story.
not a lot of husbands, not a lot of boyfriends can
True
take them.
story. That's a fact.
And not a lot of women are going home telling their husbands and boyfriends how many male friends
True
they have.
story.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. Ain't nothing wrong with
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
shout out all the married women who can tell a husband they got friends and they got that type of relationship.
Shout out to
you.
y'all. Yes.
And
absolutely.
everybody else in entanglements right now. Try to give me the Will face right now. Will's looking crazy on there right now. I'm already like, I be with the Will face up there. I be with the Will face.
He said I'm already like,
I be with the Will face up here. Word.
y'all, listen, what's up? What makes you do what you do? What makes you do what you do?
The passion, the love. It's not about money. Like honestly, I had a job since I was 14. I'm gonna keep it real. Like my first job was like a public library. Like, I worked for over like 20 years. I remember asking my grandmother for a pair of Jordans, and she looked at me like I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "Nah, you gotta work." And I was 14, so after school I would work. So at the end of the day, it's not about dressing. I dressed since 14. Like I had my first chain probably at 14. You know what I'm saying? I had a Lexus pendant. So always work for it. You know what I mean? So it's the passion for me. I feel like passion leads to everything. I just quit my job probably a year and a half ago. And it probably was like the best decision ever. Not up front. You know what I'm saying? It's hard up front, but you gotta carve your way. And I think that was the biggest decision. Like I ended up having time to do like my craft. If you can't quit a certain thing to keep your craft up, then you should look into doing something else. Because eventually you're gonna have to make a decision on what you're gonna do. Don't quit your job, because the job helps like with the music, studio time. But what I'm saying is, I feel like a lot of minorities, especially, we get caught up in working a long time, and then at 60 you're gone for like the new, younger people to whatever job you have. And you waste a lot of time. I feel like, because we didn't have, like, I know for me, I didn't have nobody in my family that did it. Except for my great-great-grandfather. Shout out Wesley Williams, the first black fire chief of Harlem.
All right, give it up.
You know what I mean? But other than that, I ain't really have nobody that showed me how to do it. So when you try to say, like, I'm doing this, a lot of times family will tell you it's impossible, and it's like that. So if we don't have anybody to look forward to like, all right, we can quit a job. It's like, you quitting your job, you're crazy. But why are we crazy? Why can't it that we believe in, like, this craft so much?
Listen,
I mean?
I gotta ask you because I actually did the same thing. Like, I went out on a limb and, you know, decided not to go back to work and just started my own entertainment business and stuff and just, you know, being a DJ or whatever and, you know, with the karaoke and whatever. And it worked out for me until this COVID thing, and then, you know, it set me back a little bit. But what made you actually say, I could do this without, you know, the regular 9 to 5 or without the regular job or whatever? What made you actually take that leap and say, that leap of faith, I'm gonna say, because that's what it was for me, What made you do that and say, I don't need that, I can do this and I'm gonna make it?
I remember exactly just being talked to like shit by another man, you know, and I'm like one of the top baristas in New York. Like I made coffee, I worked at Honey Brains. You know, my mans know I worked at Dina and DeLuca, so I made coffees for a lot of people. I don't want to play the race card, but you know, when you have somebody over you at a job, you know, even if they know you have that talent, they're gonna kind of make you feel like you need that job forever. Nobody's never gonna be your boss and tell you you can do better without them from a 9 to 5, because they'll lose a great worker. So you gotta think of it. Queens. Yo, listen, I remember 6 years ago, I couldn't get nobody to go out with me nowhere. You know, yo, and we would take the train all the way to Far Rockaway, and I would like sometimes get the last slot in the show.
I already know, bro.
And my pride, it used to hurt me so bad, but now that I look back on it, it's like I'm glad I got to perform. So to answer that question, I probably performed like most spots that Bro showcases. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know all of them offhand, but I did a lot. Like once I get my YouTube page out, I probably got what, over 90 videos, maybe 40 performances. So a lot of places right now and before that I did. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you could change anything about the music industry, right, what would it be?
Damn.
That's deep.
That's deep. I don't want to answer crazy. I feel
Let's talk about it.
I
Let's
feel,
talk about
to be
it.
real, I ain't gonna front. I'm from the project, so I always relate it to like a real basis. I feel like the tough guy syndrome is kind of holding us back a little bit. A lot of people's not really tough. A lot of street dudes don't put stuff on records. So what I don't like is it's a false facade. So a lot of youth follow a lot of rappers that don't even do any of those things. So I would have more people being themselves. I think it would open up a lot of doors. But I mean, if you're following the gangsters and you want a gangster rap, what are you going to talk about? You're going to talk about gangster shit you never did, because you won't make it any other way. So other than that, it's all game. I wouldn't change too much. Try hard and get where you're going. This is music. We started it. Bronx started it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Give it up for that, y'all. Give it up for that. Give it up. All right, bro. We got trends in the building.
Of course.
LFF music.
Of course.
Black Soho.
Hey, I'm going to use that, man. Come over with a song. Hey, I'm going to go down there with Black Flag, everything. They're going to hate me and so. Word.
So what's next for trends?
The album. So, you know, the singles coming out. I got Cameron J. Music. I don't know if anybody knows him, but we got like the Fab kind of flow on that. We're going to shoot a video. That should be on iTunes. Within the next month. I got a remix of my song that I won, like, 6, 7 awards. You know the song. I got Boogie. I want to, damn. I got Boogie Black right now. Boogie Black might hop on that. So right now, you know, yeah, the album is like my main thing. My phone. I'm on live right now, actually. But let's end it. Nah, I wanna give you, let's give you the single. Let's give you the single. I'm gonna end this. Let me save this. I wanna save it.
Listen, if y'all just tuning in, we here with Trends, y'all.
Yeah.
The trends.
Show me some
music.
love. Show me some love. Show me some love.
We getting to the
Which one?
to the nitty-gritty.
Teenage Story. Yeah, we get these.
Y'all make sure y'all go support that Teenage Story on YouTube.
Streetline video. You can
Streetline
subscribe
video.
to. I actually was in 3 soap operas too. Same director, Streetline video. So 70,000 was the first joint I was in. Rodent, Part 1. Shout out Vera Edwards if anybody knows Vera Edwards. But yeah.
Edwards.
Yeah, all
Shout
right.
out to Vera Edwards.
Alright, I'm trying to.
They saying keep living your goals. Somebody said he's handsome.
Oh.
Somebody said keep doing what you do. I'm just letting you know. Like,
You see now, you see why I'm just chilling right now? Can you imagine? No, you can't imagine, right? You don't want to know.
one of the questions was how tough was it for you? You mentioned 14, I guess that's where the question is coming from. So they're saying, how tough was it for you at 14?
As far as 14, as far as what? Is it living? Is it music? My living situation is that? Because I did mention I'm from Eden. Well, I don't know if it's like tying into that or how hard it was like starting at 14.
How easy was his life?
Hard. Like I don't know if people know Eden Wall. But I used to watch niggas get shot at for fun probably at that age. I used to look out the window. I couldn't be outside, so I used to see the drug dealers pull up with BMWs. I used to leave my building, probably be 10 niggas in the lobby. I was probably young, crack vials all over. I look young, but I'm from that, era. So it was hard. You know what I'm saying? But I made it out, never had problems in the projects, but I'm not no spoiled dude. Like it wasn't easy. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's what's to say at that age. It definitely wasn't. But I had my grandmother in my life, shout out her. And by her leading me on the right path. Put me in that kick. Let me tell you something. My grandmother used to wake me up to go to Kingdom Hall. Oh my God. The scariest thing was like I used to go to school cursing and everything. So the little quick joke, she would be like, oh, you gotta come home and change your clothes. My biggest fear was I was messing with the girls at that age and my friends. I was like, please, I can't knock on one of my friends' door. So I think that was like the funniest thing, like with that religion thing. Because once I was in school, I was like a total different person. But when I had to come home to grandma, she raised me. So I used to never understand it. But now that I'm older, I'm like, she saved my life. So, yeah.
Shout out to all the grandmas.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the grandmothers out there
Somebody said they love
that raise good men.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. They like the way you speak.
Thank you.
Listen, it's important when you keep doing interviews and stuff like that. Listen, y'all gotta get that,
Etiquette.
Etiquette, right? Like, you be talking crazy.
You gotta read a book.
It's a complete turn on. For
Yeah.
real.
Ooh.
So, let's
Thank
talk
you.
about it.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Listen,
For everybody who's listening, when you come up here and you're doing an interview, know how to talk about yourself. It's one thing talking about something you don't know, but if you're talking about yourself, know how to talk about yourself. You got to, and number one, invest in yourself. Know what you're doing and how you're doing it. Know your goals. Know where you're trying to go in life. Like, that's what the interview is about. That's where those are the questions that are gonna be asked. So know what you want to do and what you want to talk about. I get it. You want to get on and you want to, you want to be interviewed. You want to be, let's get live, whatever. Let's get hype or whatever. But when it comes down to it,
You pitching a brand. It's like
oh,
pitching
that's
a brand.
you're promoting yourself. Please be able to do that. Like, don't get on here and not know what you want in life, or not know why you're here, or not know, like, it's all good. Listen, I'm all for the hypeness and the liveness and let's party and but at the end of the day, we trying to get people on here that's trying to do things, trying to be positive and trying to motivate others and trying to motivate themselves and stay encouraged. At the end of the day, let's clap it up for staying encouraged, please, y'all. We trying to stay encouraged and keep others encouraged.
I got that track too.
They said grandma's rule. Okay, that's a fact. I'm a grandma, and I'm proud to say I'm a grandma of 2, and I got 1 on the way.
Hey.
That's a fact. Yep. Give it up for the grandmas.
Hey, grandmas
You love
are
your
the
grandma.
best.
Clap it up.
Grandmas are the best.
Grandmas are the best.
Yeah. So I got this track. I don't know what you want to do.
Let's play it. Let's play it.
All right.
Let's hear that. We got trends in the building, y'all.
That first one right there. And let's turn it up. This is Trends featuring Cameron J Music. It's dropping in a month. I hope y'all enjoy this. My first debut single off my album.
My mind is blown, I need you home, but still all alone. I'm trying to get over you. I love you strong, I did you wrong. I can't believe you're gone. And I'm feeling so confused. Every time I leave, something keeps dragging me back, me back, me back, me back, me back. Oh, she's all up in my head. Everything she said, I'm so confused. Trying to get over you.
Trips to Vegas on New Year's. All these parties and you watch the kids. Type of chick, hold me down with the bid. Shots came and the Lex ain't even scared.
If you like what you listen to, let's see those thumbs, let's see those hearts, let's see those thumbs, let's see those hearts. This is trends right now, y'all. Let's see it. Let's go. You like what you're seeing, let's go.
After sex, he ain't giving you no type of date. Type of chick, go out and you pay.
And what's this called?
To the Lord, can't leave you. Pulling me back. Sorry, got the feedback.
Yeah, that's all it is. Pulling me back, y'all.
You know TMZ stick does like you. Pretty brown eyes, I think I want you back. Pretty brown eyes, I think I want you back.
My mind is blown, I need you home, but still all alone. I'm trying to get over you. I love you strong, I did you wrong. I can't believe you're gone. And I'm feeling so confused. Every time I leave, something keeps dragging me back, me back, me back, me back, me back. Oh, she's all up in my head. Everything she said, I'm so confused.
And this is Cameron J Music. Follow him on this verse. Big dude right now.
Took you shopping, bought them clothes for you. Cut them off, left them hoes for you. I'm lying, I keep straying away. Now I'm sitting here pissed cause you fading away. Listen baby, okay, you got me sick, I admit that now. Change my ways, we can get back now. Won't you sit back down? I need you girl cause I'm ready to change. I retired, just remember my name. What I did in the game, you told me once I'ma need your love. That's a fact, can we get back up? I'ma need that touch, wanna do everything that I didn't do. Getting sick right now cause I'm missing you. You the one, never need any more. Private flights on the way to the shore. Don't you stay anymore.
My mind is blown, I need you home, but still all alone. I'm trying to get over you. I love you strong, I did you wrong. I can't believe you're gone, and I'm feeling so confused. Every time I leave, something keeps dragging me back, me back, me back, me back, me back. Oh, she's all up in my head. Everything she said, I'm so confused. Trying to get over you. My mind is blown, I need you home, but still all alone. I'm trying to get over you. I love you strong, I did you wrong. I can't believe you're gone, and I'm feeling so confused. Every time I leave, something keeps dragging me back, me back, me back, me back, me back. Oh, she's all up in my head. Everything she said, I'm so confused. Trying to get over you.
Like
I
that.
like that. I like that.
Good luck.
No,
Appreciate it.
Fire, they said yes, let's go.
Good luck. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. Good luck. Good luck.
you, brother. Got you.
And, I mean, just hit me up on the internet, whatever. But those are the two main joints. I feel like everybody doing kind of like Instagram, Facebook kind of thing. Twitter, I'm not really on, you know what I mean? But those are kind of the two things I feel everybody's mainly on right
That's a
now.
fact, that's a fact.
Yeah, and SoundCloud too, you can type in trends, LFF music. I got probably like, I don't know if I got like 50 songs on SoundCloud. They're a little older, but you know, I got that too. And I got the modeling joint coming out. You know, I got probably 5 magazines right now interested in this last photo shoot I did out in Brooklyn by Kings County, Ebbets Airfield. I forget the name of it, but so I got 5 magazines. I hate modeling, you know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah.
But why?
I mean, I don't know, like, we wasn't brought up on, like, from where I'm from, like, I want to be a model, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna front, shout out my son's mother, she been telling me, since I met her, like, yo, this one, I gained a little weight, but she was like, yo, be a model, and I never wanted to, but I listened to her. And it's happening. It's a tough industry, but that's for another. You know what I mean?
It is. It's a tough industry. It really is. But I'm gonna be honest. Like I didn't know you before. You know, I spoke to Natficial or whatever, and heard you were coming on the show, whatever. But I went on your page. And I was like, okay, he's definitely a model, or whatever. I thought it was something. No.
Most people don't think like they'll think that before rhyme. I tell people how rhyme, they be like. Like,
right.
I thought you was a singer.
True
or
story.
Like,
true story.
I need some
Like,
auto too, right?
I definitely, because we doing everything on the show. So listen, if you model, if you do whatever you do, make sure you come through. Oh, we getting the fire for your song, the fire, whatever.
I think your boy. What's your name? I forgot your name.
Mills.
Mills. I think he wants me to spell something out right now.
Spell your name out because people probably can't find you.
What am I doing? Like my regular BMI name?
On your Instagram
Instagram. All right, I'm gonna do Instagram again. TRENDS. That spells trans. You know, let's take it slow. And then underscore.
For the
Same.
people in the back with the cheap
Yeah,
seats.
yeah, it be like that sometimes. You be surprised. You be surprised. You ask somebody when the last time you read a book, you be surprised. So I'm gonna say again, TRENDS underscore TRENDS underscore LFF music.
It's a true story. I wouldn't have gotten it. That's a fact. So just shout out to me for not having gotten that. If I didn't get the link, I definitely wouldn't have got it. So I'm glad you.
That's what happens when you get
good.
hacked a couple
Thank you.
times. You know you can't
Thank you,
use the
Mr.
same
Production
name.
Manager. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Shout out him. I'm gonna give him a drink after this, but
Damn,
let's
let's
be
get
it
it.
right now.
We do got the drinks, y'all. We got the drinks on
Yeah.
sale up in here. Let's go. We ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. So yes, I see you, Face. Big shout out. Let's give a couple of shout outs. Shout out to Face. I see you, Face. I see you, Yvonne. Yvonne, what up? What up? What up? They loving your music. They loving your music right now. What up, Nikki?
Okay.
We see you. What up, Webster, Sarah?
Out, Nikki.
We
All of that.
see all y'all.
Hey.
Jermaine, support. Jermaine, when you gonna get your ass up here? Let's go.
Shout out
We
Jermaine.
waiting for you. We waiting for you, baby. Terrence, what's good? Oh, I haven't talked to you in a minute. Shout out to all of y'all. Listen, thank y'all for tuning in. Darren, my brother, let's go. Listen, we want to thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You did the damn thing. Listen,
Thank you.
you made the show.
Thank you.
Along with my boy Jay. I'm glad both of y'all came up in here.
And what spot?
made it
Who's
happen.
the woman?
Shaniqua Charles.
Shaniqua
Charles. Yes.
Thank you. Let me tell you, Shaniqua, I'm from Edenward. I've been around this way, Webster. So shout out what you doing for this part of the Bronx. If you're from the Northeast or anywhere, Webster, you know how it is on Webster. So to have something positive over here, I salute you, and I can tell off the back you're a strong sister.
True story. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So again, it was a pleasure actually meeting you. Like I met you online, we talked online or whatever the case may be. And I'm glad you came. Like
Glad you
seriously.
invited me.
And now I know you, and I'm gonna support you in any way that I can. And then all our followers are gonna support you as well. Thank you so much.
I got one more thing to say.
Let's go.
Everybody who's on here, just follow me. You know how it is. Just follow me. I follow back, and let's network, because that's what I forgot to say. The biggest thing in this industry is networking.
That's a
Sometimes just by you being in a spot, like I'm gonna just leave it like this. Shout out Chamber, shout out K Goddess, shout out Bill Collector from URL. I met each of those people performing. And every time I went, like before I performed, I didn't want to go those days. And I went, and I ended up meeting, those people. So networking. I mean, network with me. Let's get
True
it.
story, networking, y'all. Y'all give it up for Trends, y'all. Trends, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you.
Appreciate
God
you.
bless.
All right.
Thank you, Trent. Thank you, Trent.
Thank you. Always. That's me, right?
Shaniqua Charles right now, y'all. The reason we here and can still do and share this platform for y'all. So let's give it up for Miss Shaniqua Charles. Let's go. My queen. Yeah.
Peace to the family.
Peace.
How we doing, y'all?
She said peace to the family. All right, let's go.
Well, as always, I just want to say thank you again for always being as supportive and genuine as you are, both of you. I really, really have a warm place in my heart for the both of you, for the love that y'all create and the things that you do, and opening up spaces for others to be able to flourish. Like, that's really, really fly. Was there anything specific that you wanted to ask me, or?
Well, okay, absolutely.
Oh, we get to interview you. This is beautiful. I didn't know it was going to be an interview. I would have been more prepared. Listen, let me first say this. A lot of people know my story already with me and Miss Shaniqua Charles' relationship, but I met her, I'm going to say about 2 years ago now, like a year and a half, 2 years ago or whatever. One mic, y'all, please. I met Miss Shaniqua Charles. We were both doing a mutual spot uptown, and I came through to meet the owner, and she was already there. It was her night. She was getting ready to, get it popping with the open mic or whatever. And I met her, and I came through, and we just spoke genuinely about, what we both do or whatever. And just the vibe and just her energy made me just say, damn, I want this girl to be my friend. Like, I want to be in her space. I want to be where she's at, like, because she spoke, and the way she spoke was so genuine and but so believable and understandable. Like, you come across people and sometimes they're talking and talking and talking, and you're just like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And like some of the people in office, you gonna say no names.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, but we ain't gonna say no names. But they talk. But we talked, we had a great conversation, and ever since then, we remained in touch. And I see how she rolled, and I see what she was doing, and vice versa. And just from there, it was just an automatic vibe. And I'm gonna tell you, I appreciate you, sister.
I appreciate you, Queen.
Like, seriously, I see what you do. I see what you're doing for the community, and I love it. Like, you don't find many people who have such a passion. It's one thing to say and do, but you have a passion and you feel it. Every time I walk through these doors, I feel it. I feel it's something different. Yeah, exactly. And it's something different, and I love that. And thank you for that. So I guess let's get to the question. What makes you do what you do? Let's put it out there. What makes you do what you do?
So what it is that motivates me to do what I do, and I'm grateful to you for asking that question, because every time we have a meeting or a function in here, we always open our space in a circle centered and we connect into the why, right? Like, only an insane person would continue to show up every single day when you get in, beat up and beat down, because people don't want you to unify the people. People don't want you to elevate the people. What motivates me is the notion that I refuse to give this broken community to my great-grandchildren. Like, I just refuse. Some people like to plan for a Friday night, and there's nothing wrong with that if you want to plan for a Friday night and get your boogie and your swerve on, but I'm on some let's plan for the next generation type of time. And so it's just unacceptable in my mind to leave fractured systems and structural systems of oppression to my loved ones. Like, I'm the matriarch of my tribe now, and I think most people know that because I share it, and the reason why I share it is multifold. First and foremost, I'm only 41, right? So being the matriarch of my tribe and the oldest living woman in my family, that's a large responsibility. But it also stands to the point of why we get up and we do what we do every day. Because I deserve a great auntie, and sit around with my great auntie and crochet some socks, and make some sweet potato pie. You know how grandma used to make sweet potato pie, and then she make the crust from scratch, and then she dip a little pinky in it, and then she tasted it to see if she had it. Nobody used a measuring spoon, but everything was perfect all the time, And my daughter deserved a grandmother, but because we live in a community where we have no access to proper food, where we have no access to proper health,
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
health care, you know what I'm saying? Because walking while black is the biggest crime committed on these streets, that lend our lives to not be able to make it past 57 or 55, we gotta do something about that. We have to do something about that. So I get what the responsibility is of making sure that those underneath me in age in my family make it to where we need to make it. But it's also not fair that because of these structural issues that I don't have a grandma. If that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
So-
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, the things that we built here in our space in this last 5 months, first of all, people said that it couldn't be done. So for the people who said that it couldn't be done, boo to you, because you suck. right? We just going to talk about it and be as open and real about it as humanly possible because we looked for a space for 8 years. We've been building programs in this community that have touched the lives of over 19,000 young people with just one event that we do annually, and that's our health fair that we hold on Halloween Day.
Yes.
And so between the health fair, the Judge Shadow program, the Sleepaway Farming Camp Style Club, all of the other programs that we built, nobody really wanted to support us with a space. It was as a result of losing yet another young person who was ready to come in off the street. Now, shout out to the brothers that came up here and interviewed earlier with y'all and pouring your heart into your music to also let the other young brothers know that where you come from ain't a death sentence, because that's where they expecting us to wind up in a coffin or a jail cell. And so when I tell an elected official or I tell a community representative what it is that our kids need to stay out of jail cells and coffins, and I don't get it, and then I lose another kid, now I have a problem with that. So I'm not a politician, I'm an activist and an organizer for the last 25 years, let's be very clear on that. Unlocking the resources of this assembly seat that has been held up for 30 years. 30 years, y'all must not have heard that. One person has been in this seat for 30 years. Now, if I'm 41, as of a few days ago, don't that mean for 30 years I've been watching my friends die, go back and forth to prison, watch our parents die way too soon? That's what all of that means. So, you know, we have to be cognizant and stay steadfast. And for all the soldiers in the room, because I see a bunch of soldiers in this room, soldiers and generals, those strong black men, melanated men in our community that are taking it on with their own hands. And I salute all of y'all. While you were doing your interviews, I was going through your Instagram because I like to know who's around me, okay? And I was searching through the Instagram. Some of y'all probably got a little message that say, hey, welcome to the space. Here's how you can support, right? And let's be clear on that too. Share that out to the people. Because the truth of the matter is that ain't nobody coming to save us. We're the only answers that we've been waiting for. So if we know that to be true, then that means we all have to take responsibility for the spaces that we share. Because ain't nobody giving us a damn thing. We have to go create and build every piece of this. And so I'm not saying, come on, do for us, do for us. It's clear that you don't want to do for us. Just get out the way.
Right.
Just get out the way. Because if I'm coming to you with the blueprint, with the answer. All you got to do is either sign it or tell them to sign it. Y'all don't even want to do that. So just get on out the way and let us, a room full of people, soldiers and generals and all type of stuff, just let us do it. Just get out the way. Yeah. You know?
True story.
And it's sad that, you know, this guy been in, you know, office for 30 years, which is like 3 decades, and nothing has changed. It's the same old thing, you know, in this district, and it's sad. So when you try to bring change, it's like they try to, you know, shut you down, but they can't shut us down, because, you know, you're for the people, and then we're going to keep going. So it's bad that, you know, this situation is crazy.
It is. The situation is crazy, but here's what's crazier. What's crazier is having that information and not doing anything about it.
Right.
So we know that you suck, right? And we know that you're not about the people, right? Our responsibility is to go out and do something about it. Now, a lot of people don't know that right here in this part of the Bronx, there are about between 165 and 180,000 people. In the most important election of the year, where we select who we want to represent us, only 2,000-3,000 people go out to vote. So you letting 2,000 or 3,000 people really run your whole entire show for 180,000 people. I don't see the fairness in that. I don't see the fairness in that at all. And then every general election, people just vote straight down the line, like the Board of Elections told people to do, and to also not write my name in on the ballot last Tuesday. Was the election last Tuesday? That was last Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So there was a whole bunch of kerfuffle happening there, but that's going to be taken care of in the lawsuit. Give it up for lawsuits in America.
Give it up for the lawsuits. For real lawsuits.
Because we don't have to take the BS laying down. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of our responsibility to know too. So we know that we have a space, and we know all we have to do is share, get 6,000 people to kick up $50. Come on, like Jordan.
Hennessy, you think about the Bucket Boys.
You ain't never lied. Yo.
Let me tell you something, man.
Let's talk about
Listen,
it. Let's talk about it before they even get up here. Let's talk about the boys before they even come up here.
Nobody's doing it like, the Bucket Boys, man, with the Henny. They need to cut the check, stop playing, and let the Bucket Boys sponsor that. You know?
Yo, cut
That's
the
it.
check. Seriously,
Stop
playing. Stop playing, cause yo.
For real.
Just say something, yo. These guys right here.
Family right here.
Yo, I don't even know what to say. Like, I met, and I'm gonna be honest, I met like each one at one point or another and didn't know them all at the same time, but knew that they were all the Bucket Boys. I heard the Bucket Boys years ago. And I met, the brothers or whatever, and all at different times. And each and every time, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure, nothing but a good time. Anytime I party with them, a conversation, anything, it's always been nothing but love. And they show nothing but love and positivity all the time. I don't care what nobody says.
Authentic, genuine.
Authentic.
All day. PX.
Time.
You know what I mean? Beekman Avenue type shit.
All right, let's go.
You know what I mean?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Come on now.
Listen, anytime I'm out and I see these guys, they show nothing but mad love. So, for no further ado, listen, I know. Well, we're going to get it popping right now, y'all. Let's go. We got the Bucket Boys in the building. We got the
Boys with a Z, not with an S. They spell it different.
Facts. Let's go.
But they are different.
Welcome.
We got CEO of the Bucket Boys, man. We got
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
See, Hennessy, y'all done fucked up.
This is what we talking about.
Excuse my language.
All day. Buckets filled. Okay, all day. Hennessy, y'all gotta recognize. True story. That's what they do. Cut the motherfucking check.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, I got you.
Too close.
Got you.
Yep.
Welcome.
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening, NYC? What's happening, BDB?
Talk to me.
Yeah, let's go. Woo. Y'all give it up for the Bucket Boys.
Yes.
The boys is in the building.
We need y'all to cut that check.
True story. Listen, welcome, y'all.
What's happening, Sasha?
Thanks for having us.
What's happening, Nat?
Yo,
Goody.
this is like, when my boy official said that y'all was coming up, I was so excited. Like, I said, wait a minute. Let's go.
I hit my brother. He gave me a date, but then he hit me back and said, wait. He said the bros is on tomorrow.
Let's go.
Can y'all make it tomorrow? I said, it's a go.
Definitely.
Let's go. Let's go. True story. I already had y'all on the list, but I was like, yo, they busy. I know.
Oh, no, we never busy. We just motivated.
I love that. That's a fact. So, listen, what's going on, y'all? I mean, I talk to y'all, I see y'all, I see you on your live all the time. I'm always on your live. I see my bro, I see what he's doing or whatever. Let's talk about it. What y'all doing? Let's talk about it. Yo, we here with the Bucket Boys.
What we doing?
Y'all got questions? Let's go.
We just working.
Let's go with these questions.
Working.
They said, yes.
We was
let's go, Bucket
quiet.
Boys.
We was seriously quiet, working. Like everybody doing their thing. Everybody's putting music out. Everybody's working. Like we fell back for a while.
Yes.
For a while.
Okay.
You could put it this way. The pandemic didn't stop us. We just fell back.
Okay.
That's because it's time that you got to let everybody like push their music out. Listen, I'm like my brother over there, I'm not with the mumble rapping. This new rapping today is not for me.
It's that boopity boop shit, right?
Boopity boop. Scooby Dooby Doo.
True story. I feel that. Okay, so y'all talk about it. So what made y'all seriously? What made y'all? You said it was the pandemic or whatever. What made y'all fall back a little bit? Y'all have been kind of low key because I haven't seen y'all like how I usually do or whatever. But what made you pull back? You're not with the bullshit. You're not with the shit. You're not with the mumbo jumbo. what made you seriously pull back and just say, let's let shit ride?
Really, like, we just decided to take advantage of this time, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the perfect time to take advantage of and start doing what you want to do and make stuff happen, like, for the future. So.
I hear that. I hear that. That's what's up. So, you know, we're gonna go back to the original questions that everybody always asks. You do music, you know, you get all these artists and you get this. What motivates you to continue doing what you do?
What motivates me the most
Yep.
are the artists on the streets that's motivating me. And I'm talking about the artists that's out there really pushing the music. Artists like Trends. Artists like the brother over there, I keep forgetting his name. I don't know why. Jay, I keep forgetting. Artists like Rest in Peace, Fred the God, my brother, TMB for life. You already know. Like it's a lot, but with us, it's just a whole different situation because it's more than music with us.
That's what I love about y'all. Y'all do more than music. And me and Fisher was just talking about that. Like how y'all do for the kids, how y'all do, like we see how y'all ride. And that's why we definitely had to have y'all on the show. It's not just about music for y'all. It's more and what y'all do for the community and in your community. Directly. You know, we could always say and talk about, you know, what we're doing for everybody else. But y'all right smack in the middle.
Yeah, I think this year was the only year, like in the last maybe 10 years, that we have not done nothing for the community as far as kids and everything because of the pandemic.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. We do it like every year.
And it's not just about the kids going back to school.
No.
It's about the soup kitchen. It's about Thanksgiving. Cause I done did the turkeys for the families. I done did, it's so much, the Christmas, the winter coat drive. I'm saying a lot of toys for everything, you know. And it's not to brag or nothing. It's just that the way I was brought up like,
See, John, it's good.
hey, I was brought up in a situation where it was either make or break. And my family, I got one of the biggest families in the South Bronx.
Yes.
And with that being said, like I said, it's either make or break. And it'd be a cold day in hell before you break the Lee family.
That's what's up. You got some.
Once again, Hennessy, cut that check.
Cut that check,
Yo, listen, and this is real talk. And this is just me talking, right? This is not no scam. This is not no unemployment. This is not no job. This is real hard-earned work money. And since this pandemic, I'm pretty sure it's been like at least 15 racks spent on Hennessy. If you don't believe me, check my books, check my Facebook, check everything. I buy cases. I don't buy bottles, I buy cases.
I see. Listen.
There's only one brother that it's not a competition. I just spoke to my brother the other day when we was out in the park on 143rd and 5th. And there's only one brother that gets down with that Henny situation. That's Boogie Black.
That's the Boogie Black. Exactly. Straight like that. Like, that's the
I got a story with that Hennessy thing with Boogie Black.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm ready.
Right, we was in Walmart in Jersey.
Okay.
And we with the family, he with his family, I'm with my family, and the family's doing the shopping. And he walks up to me and was like, "Fam, what we doing?" I said, "The family's shopping. I got this in my case right in my shopping cart right now." He was like, "Where'd you get that from?" I said, "Go to the liquor warehouse, and the case is real cheap." And trust and believe, me and Boogie Black walked out that spot with about 6, 7 cases of Henny. While the family walked out with the clothes and the food, we walked out with cases of Henny. Because at the end of the day, that's life for us.
Blame it on a Henny, right?
Cut that check.
Cut the check. Cut the check. Tennessee. Cut the check. Listen. Oh, they said yes. Boogie Black. Yep. Yes, sir. Donouville said, "What's up, fucking boy?"
Donouville.
What's
up?
Yes, sir. We see you. your chick Nikki. You know Nicole is up in the building. She said, "What's up? We love
Of course,
you."
that's my boo.
Woo-hoo. She said, "We love you." Yvonne said, "What's good?"
What's up, Yvonne?
Shout out. It's a lot. Got a lot of shout outs. Yeah.
Facebook, what's happening, yo?
Yes, let's talk about it. Listen, so let's get down to the nitty gritty.
So, Postman, man. What's going
Yes,
on,
yes,
brother,
bro.
man? What got you into music, man? How you able to move your pen, man? Like, it's crazy, man. Like,
All right, he talking to Postman.
First of
He
all,
got
this
the mic.
Postman, man.
I need
Yeah,
you
yeah,
I need
man,
you to
I'm
grab
on
the
that.
mic real quick. Now,
Yes.
they can't hear you. Grab that mic. Or one.
So this postman, y'all, you know what I mean?
Yes,
This
give it up for
postman got that mail.
Yes, yes,
They're gonna deliver it to you.
I'm in the
You know what I'm
building.
saying? They're gonna deliver those bars.
Yeah.
FedEx, UPS, come on.
Early.
You know what I'm saying? You're
Early.
gonna get that. Certified bars.
Yeah.
So tell the people how you got into the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, who inspired you?
Basically, like, when I was like 12 years old and all that, people from my neighborhood was rapping and stuff like that. And I liked the way they rap. And I felt like I could do the same thing. Also, I was listening to music and stuff like that. You know, 112, Biggie, The Locks, all of them. Like, I just heard the way they rapped and I was like, that sounds nice. And I started doing it. And I started writing in my little notepad, even though it was like, I guess, amateur stuff. But I used to let my best friend hear it. He was like, yo, you nice. So I just took it from there. And my pops, he's a DJ, so he used to do a lot of music stuff and DJ in the house everywhere. And I just got hooked on music and he made me my first beat. And I just started rapping off of that and it sounded good. So I was like, nah, I'm about to start doing this. So,
Dope. That's how.
and that's how it happened.
Wow, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Just to sum it up,
So, how old are you?
I'm 33.
33, y'all. That's what he said, 33. So, growing up in your era, who did you grow up with and who inspired you to, you know, keep doing rap and keep doing music like the way you do?
I'm not even gonna front, like, I would say like celebrities inspired me, but it was really my block. My neighborhood, it was like a competition. Like,
That's real.
Infamous block, too.
yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cypress, you know what I'm saying? But
I know, shout out the whole Cypress.
that was one of the toughest
Shout
hoods.
out some of your peeps. Shout out some of your peeps from Cypress. Let's go.
Shout out Street, shout out my bro Joe Light, shout out my bro Live, shout out my bro Keys, that's Marcus, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother Mar P. Shout out the whole hood. Like it's a number of people, you know what I'm saying? But
I bet. You can't name everybody.
yeah.
You don't want to miss nobody because then you be in
Yeah,
trouble.
exactly. But that's how it goes.
So,
So,
okay, go ahead. Yeah, you got the mic. Let's go.
Now I just wanted to ask Postman, so what, describe like your music, like the kind of music you make, typically.
Basically, like, now I make, like, music that's gonna make me money. That's the type of music I make now. But when I started making, like, music, like, street music, like, what you call it, like, street rap, hardcore rap. But in the middle of that, I started doing, like, music that's based on reality, like what's going on now and stuff, and what I see in the streets. So that's basically one of my strong points, but now I just converted it to what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibe that's out now. Everybody doing the trends and all that.
That trail rap.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll put all of that into one and just use my own style. But I'm still on the same vibe as everybody else is on now, but I do it in my own way. I don't sound like everybody else.
So that's like your creative process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when the pen skills come in, you know what I'm saying? So.
So, being a young brother, you're a young brother, what would you tell somebody who's trying to, you know, come up in the music industry right now? What would you tell them to do to, you know, get them inspired and get them to keep going and get them motivated. You know, especially in the pandemic that we're in today and everything's on pause pretty much. Everything is, you know, like at a standstill. You can't really do too much. What would you tell them to do today?
Well, I would tell them to stay focused and don't let things like the pandemic stop you from doing what you want to do, because that's a big excuse. You know what I'm saying?
It's a big excuse for a lot of people. That's a full fact.
Yeah, so just stay focused and believe in yourself and just keep pushing and put your money behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you're going to get it.
That's a fact. That's a full fact. Appreciate it. Bucket Boys in the building.
Bucket Boys in the building, y'all. Come on.
That's what it is.
Come on.
You don't get the Bucket Boys every day like this.
What them questions?
Like how
VIP.
we got it right here.
Yes.
This is the VIP section right here. Y'all can get some questions going. Let's go. Somebody said the CEO is sexy.
Oh shit. Pretty big.
Yo, I'm not gonna say.
They ain't seen the CEO. I'm not gonna respond to that. Joe Biden won.
True story.
They ain't seen the CEO.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna respond to that. Joe Biden won.
Okay, since you brought up Joe Biden, let's talk about it. You know, me personally, I don't talk about politics too much because I get too emotional and I get too crazy and sometimes my mouth is like reckless. So, and it makes me lose friends and stuff, you know, so, and I don't want to lose no friends because it's just my opinion and,
Josh,
you know.
if you lose a friend, you never had a friend.
True story. That's what I say. That's what I say. I should be able to say what I feel, and I'm gonna respect what you feel. Let's agree to disagree and keep it pushing.
Exactly.
But if we lose our friends because of an opinion,
He never was your friend.
true story. So, on that hand, Joe Biden. I know we wanted to get Trump, and I know this is
You're talking to the right person too.
let's go. We want to get Trump out of the building. The orange man is crazy. You know, he has no filter. I'm not giving it to him. He gangster with it. He's really gangster with it. He don't give a fuck. But how do you feel about our new president who's going to be elected in January? Yeah.
How I feel about Kamala Harris. She's gonna make some real power moves.
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Joe Biden is gonna be the puppet.
That's a fact.
I'm telling you how it's
I
gonna
feel
go
the
down.
same thing.
He's gonna be the puppet. She's gonna run the house with Obama and Michelle Obama, and that's how it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Joe Biden,
It is
and it's
what it
sad to
is.
say, I hope he lived to see another 5, 10, 20 years, but it's not looking good. But the vice president of the house is gonna run the house, yo.
Real.
I feel the same way, so I don't even know what to say. Like, that's a fact.
Now, Tasha, like, it's crazy because if you follow me on my Facebook or whatever I post, anything,
Right.
I keep everybody posted with everything that's going on.
Right.
Like really, Donald Trump is giving Biden a run for his fight, a fight for his run right now.
Yes.
He's really trying to stay in the White House only because he knows the day he leaves the White House, he's going in cuffs.
Absolutely. True
So if you
story.
follow all this that was going on, he knows he's going in cuffs.
Real story.
He has about at least 7 to 10 charges brought up on him right now. They just waiting for him to kick the rocks. Because as long as he's in the house, he has the power. They can't do nothing. Serious.
It's a true story. Like,
Wow.
yo, you ain't never lied. Like, I mean, people can say what they want or whatever. You know, everybody's Biden. And if you remember, just this Saturday, we was at our mutual friend's house.
SOU.
We was at her house this weekend, with Jay Lyrical and Tinza, and we had a nice little get together, and we brought up the subject of, the Trump and Biden thing.
Yes.
And the question was brought up, like, how do you feel about our new president or whatever? And the room remained quiet. Yo, it was crazy. Like the room was like real quiet about it, and you know somebody did speak up, and it was like, yo, we needed to get Trump out of the deal, whatever. But you know, on the other hand, there was quite a few of us that said, okay, but let's see what Biden's gonna do. Let's see what he's really gonna do.
You see, what Trump did was right before the election. You had Republicans and Democrats who was going back and forth with a second stimulus package for everyone.
Right.
And what happened was Trump threw in the air because he knew he had to do that for the election.
Right.
Listen.
That's a fact.
Y'all need to stop what y'all doing and pass the second stimulus.
Right.
And I want to pass the biggest stimulus package this time around just to get the votes in the elections that come his way. So what he did was he grabbed a lot of blacks, Hispanics, Asians from a lot of states, and pulled them in. That's why the presidential race, as the popularity, he got 72 million votes. He's the second highest vote ever as popularity behind Joe Biden. And by him getting that, he got that because he persuaded the Spanish, the blacks, and whoever else thinking they was going to get what they thought they was going to get out of him. Which right now, they're not going to get a damn dime.
No, sir. That's a fact. That's a fact. We're going to keep some questions going. Trump is trash. Biden is for the people. That's what they said.
Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. Trump is trash, Biden is trash. Until we get it officially right, like another Obama, we'll never get it right.
All right. Yo, we got a question. It says, what inspires your brand?
What inspires my brand?
Well, let's talk about your brand.
Yes.
Because you have a lot of identities, that I've come across on, like I didn't even know, like, certain people, like, I come across, people that came to my shows or whatever that I've done or whatever, and they're like, oh, I'm fucking boys. I'm like, okay, you got a lot of identities. Let's talk about that. Let's tell me a little something about that and make me understand, because...
All right. I'm gonna keep it plain and simple. It's 2020.
Right.
What had been, it's not 2020 now. So for anybody that's coming out and claiming Bucket Boys,
fraud,
and the CEO is not with them, besides Cold Cheese,
right,
they're not a Bucket Boy.
True story. Okay, got it.
What has been is not now. 2020.
Right.
Everybody got released, except for Cold Cheese and this man right here.
Okay, so wait. Making a noise.
Yeah, I know what you're
One in your brain if you dumb enough.
All right, so let me be clear.
Yeah.
Let me be clear. Okay, so just make me understand. Let me understand. Who is Bucket Boys?
Who is Bucket Boys? Postman, Cold Cheese, and the CEO First Family. My brother, Green Eyes, and a couple of more that's, I cannot throw their names out there. They're not even involved in this world right now. But there's no other Bucket Boys. So when they come out and they claim Bucket Boys, don't come out and try to get in the spot free. Don't try to come out and try to rock free.
Bucket Boys up.
I knew somebody's gonna say that. I knew somebody's gonna say that.
Listen, my logo's been branded now for over 10 years. Over 10 years. I started the Bucket Boys, no lie. Me and my guy, once again, I can't say his name, but we started this in Tampa, Florida. And my guy was living in Florida, which he still lives in Florida, but I brought it back to New York. And anybody knows the clubs in the Bronx knows the Johnny O's, the Johnny O's, the Cafe Sueños, the after hours, the real clubs that was really popping. Well, I brought it back to New York City, and I branded it 10 years ago. Yes.
Rest in peace, Kim. Rest in peace,
I
Kim.
brought it back 10 years ago, and for me to really break down the Bucket Boys to y'all right now is a lot. So I won't break it down today, but I'll break it down to y'all real soon. Just know that the Bucket Boys come with a lot of empathy, yo. You see this? This goes in the buckets, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's never 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles, yo. This, what was that, last month, Trans? 2 months ago in the park, Soundview Park? I mean, I'm wrong. I had a bucket on the floor with damn near 30 bottles of Henny in it, yo. Like,
Somebody said he's sexy. Oh my God.
thank you. Thank you for Joe Biden won.
That's right. Keep it simple. Keep it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to the politician thing real quick. Like I said, if you follow me good, because in the morning time, every day, I share to everybody, if you really follow me, I share how the government is lying to us. They telling us one thing and something else is happening. Every day the coronavirus is going up. They telling us, Trump by himself is telling us, we got it, we fought it, we about to beat it, take this vaccine. What Trump did was, he caught the coronavirus one day, 2 days later it was gone. He said the vaccine he took, he want everybody in the world to take it because it cured him. Every day, if you walk, and like I said, you follow me on my page, it tells you from 6 million people catch the coronavirus to 7 million to 8 million to today over 10 million people catch the coronavirus. Right now, the governor just shut down starting Friday. Be back on the 10 o'clock curfew for that, as far as the clubs and the bars, everything. If you don't follow, there's no more indoor dining till 12 o'clock at night. Everything shuts down at 10 o'clock now because the numbers are so severe. Follow your updates.
Oh, this song right here, I was in my room, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm like, damn, I need something to come out with, and I just made the beat, right? I made it from scratch. Yeah, I made this beat, right? So, after I made the beat, I'm like, damn, now I'm motivated, and so I named the song Motivated, and I just left it right there, like, I recorded it. Yeah, man. I got you. Every beat that you hear on there is gonna be mine. Straight across the trenches to the battlefield. Niggas eating like they never had a meal. This town steady souls to grab a deal. Now they dressing like females, bagging heels. I dare these bird niggas try to harm me. Yeah, that 50 cal got a long beat. I got somebody's wife out on Long Beach. It feel like vacation, it been a long week. Yeah, that should be crazy, I ain't gonna lie. Everything I say is like 100%. I'm feeling motivated. Yeah, I got that meal, you know what I'm saying? It's a special delivery. You know what I'm saying? I could back the green, I could cut the white. Brick on the scale, trying to get it right. New shorty hit my line, try to get the fight. If she ain't sucking dick, then she ain't my type. Yeah, barber clippers, I get you lined up. Come up off that AP, boy, your time's up. Give me that. I'm taking every cent, you won't get a penny back. Cat chrome, but the semi black. Exterminator, I'm real quick to kill a rat. No cap, and I do shit myself, I don't need a favor. Hit everything close range, I don't need a laser. Yeah, this is live war. They wanna mind your whole week and it sound like July 4th. As soon as you pop off, no bottles. Chill, I ain't gonna lie, that's fucking bullshit, yo. And they be saying I sound like Jada, so they calling me the new Jada, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they do, but it is. I was trying to change it up. I was trying to change it up, like, yeah. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I got something for y'all real quick. January, big public announcement. January, the Bucket Boy clothing line is dropping again. Like, it's serious. This time around,
New merchandise.
I got something nice. Something nice, glitter shit on, but something nice. But this January, the Bucket Boy clothing line is dropping again, but we're gonna drop different this time. The Bucket Boy watches, you see it, man. This is not a $300 watch, man.
Those real diamonds.
Listen, man. You see it? You see the BBs going around the watch, though. You see the BBs going around the watch, man. Like it's getting real now, yo. Belt buckles, you know, it's getting crazy, man. January, the clothing line is dropping.
January, y'all heard it. Bucket Boy's clothing line is dropping in January. You heard it first.
And I got a special premiere because in 2 weeks you're gonna see me drop the Bucket Boy boots, them sneakers and all that, yo.
Say what?
Yeah. Me and Coach E's we've been in the making for that for a long time already, yo.
Okay. Working. What's up? And when is
Definitely
that?
working.
When's that happen?
The first week of January, we dropping everything. And we not just dropping to the community, we dropping in the stores.
Okay, y'all heard it. Give it up. Give it up for the Bucket Boys. Doing big things, y'all. Listen, that's what it's about. If you're not inspired by now by all the artists that we had up here,
Yes.
I don't know what it's going to take to get inspired. Like, seriously, if you're not inspired and don't want to do big things, new things, or whatever, listen, I don't know what's going to take. Like, we all have to support each other. Let's talk about support. If we could just give a quick second about support.
Can I do one real quick?
Absolutely.
Where's Shaniqua went?
She went right here.
She went right there? All right. I got you right now. I got one even better for you. If you're willing, Bucket Boys is here to tell you, Bucket Boys and friends and family is willing to throw a big showcase to help you and help the community keep this place alive.
Okay.
Whenever you give us a date, is a go.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not talking about just hip-hop. I'm talking about hip-hop, poet, R&B, everything. And I'm talking about from children to grown-ups to the grown-ups, the adults, the real adults, the grandmas, the grandpas. I can get them all in here. If you want a couple of politicians, I get them in here too.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
They can.
Trust me, I work too.
Along with the Let's Talk About It staff, and
Yeah.
we're going to rock with them and do whatever we can to make this happen for you.
I work with community affairs too.
And the community, because I know it's not just about you, Shaniqua. We just know that you're the front line of it and just conducting this or whatever, but we know that you are the one that's going to make this happen, and right here, right
Trust me, before I leave, we're going to exchange the information, and we're going to make it happen.
I'll be cooking.
No problem.
You heard it. You heard it. That's a beautiful thing. Give it up for the Bucket Boys.
Yes.
Give it up for the community once again. Not just now, once again, this is what they do. And this is why I appreciate them and support them in whatever they do, because this is what they do all day. Y'all may not see them on the front line all the time or whatever, but trust and believe, they're working on the back end and they got it popping. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta do it.
I got one for y'all, one time for your mind.
Let's go. Got to press the play button, y'all. It's the Hennessy. They got
Turn this shit all the way up in the club.
Boogie down, New York City, what's up? Let's talk.
Now, this is a mic.
Let's talk.
Long hair, don't care. Niggas heard I'm getting money, now they moving where? I can take a bitch, now they moving been scared. You put the pennies in my pocket, that's a souvenir. Either more, you ain't had your fever cold. 22s on the rim, but I'm creeping low. Double D's on my thotty, that's an even low. Burning every track I touch, got that ego flow. How you plug? You ain't got no buzz, you ain't got no slugs. They don't show you love. How you talk about that blood, but you ain't shed no blood? Yeah. Grippy with the stick, we used to share the glove.
Shout out to the Coke Boys too, yo. Boo City, I'm coming to see you real soon, baby. Al Nitty.
Hit him. At 40 and never forgive him. When I say Moody, gon' get him. Bullets all up in his dinner. Bullets all up in his cylinders. Said he won't smoke with spinners. All colder than that's gonna feelings. Bet you bitch watching him kill him. Hit him. At 40 and never forgive him. When I say Moody, gon' get him. Bullets all up in his dinner. Bullets all up in his cylinders. Said he won't smoke with spinners. All colder than that's gonna feelings. Bet you bitch watching him kill him.
Shout out to all families out there. That's big.
Bet you just watching them kill hit him. That 40 and never forgive him. When I say Moody gon' get him. Bullets all up in his denim. Bullets all up in his ceiling.
Let's go. Yeah, I like that shit.
I appreciate it. That's my little Bronx drill.
One more shout outs to the Bronx representatives. Opus 4-5. Shout out to Hattie Racks. Shout out to my boys.
Busy.
You already know. Busy. You know. Bronx representatives.
Fetty, what's up?
Fetty, yes.
We ain't gonna, we about to shut this shit down, but
Yes.
we ain't gonna shut this shit down without, where's my bro, wait, my boo.
Where you at, bro?
No, you know, where's that? He was just sitting there, where'd he go? Yes.
Oh, he went to the bathroom.
I gotta get my bro up here
Yeah.
just to say something,
Oh.
just to give a shout out,
Yeah.
something, say
That's
what's up.
that's the bucket boy troublemaker.
That is my boy all day. I don't give a
He's the
fuck
bucket
what
boy
nobody
troublemaker.
say. Where is he at? Bucket boys, let's go. Went to the party already?
I got a drop for y'all.
Let's go.
Bucket boys, come out and play. There you go, right there. That's the bucket boy. Hey, yo, that is the troublemaker, the bucket boys, yo. Come in.
All right, yes, there he is.
I'm about to give you the mic, bro. Here.
Yeah. Why y'all got this guy on stage with me, man?
Listen. Hey, don't mind me, yo. I got a little Henny and Casamigos in me. Don't listen. I ain't no troublemaker, though.
Yo, that's what they said. They said you
He's the bucket boy troublemaker, yo. Not no real drama, but he's the bucket boy troublemaker.
Don't leave nobody around me, though.
Between him and Green Eyes.
Yo, don't leave nobody around me,
Where
now.
is Green Eyes? Like,
Green Eyes, he got out of work late, so he's in the house relaxing.
We chillin', though. We
shout
chillin'.
out to Green Eyes, y'all. Shout out to
Yeah.
Green Eyes.
We chillin'.
We're here, but you know, it is what it is.
Y'all see me, though. Look.
That's what I'm talking about. That's my boy right there. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking
Like,
about.
I'm her guy, look. Her guy.
You know, we go back to them. What's that?
Oh, Cafe
Cafe
Swing,
Swing,
yo.
I was kind of like the bouncing all that shit too, yo. They don't even know, yo. Little nigga too. Everybody, yo, come on, nigga, get in! Get in!
I told you he's the troublemaker.
I can say what y'all want about him. I love him.
Yeah. He's the only guy that mix on like Hennessy, tequila, Patron, everything together.
Hey, yo, I'm the down low nigga. Y'all don't even see me like this, yo. That's crazy. I don't even be on TV, yo. Look! Look! She did for me.
2021, we coming.
Yes.
Trench, we need you on the tracks too.
I can sing too, you heard?
We need you on the tracks too.
She work for me, her codeine.
I already got the green light from Hattie.
I fucked her to sleep. Now she a fiend. She loving the D. Bringing a finger. She's kind of fucking hard.
Y'all already know how they do. Y'all seen how they rock. Listen, y'all don't know nothing about the Bucket Boys. Y'all heard it right here on Let's Talk About It with TashaBee, Queen TashaBee, and my co-host. Where
Where you at?
Not entertaining the crowd. That's what he do. That's what he do. That's what he do. Listen. Cut the check. Cut the goddamn check, y'all. Stop playing. Listen.
Tasha, I know what I think it is.
Let's go.
I think I got, yo, Trent. I think I gotta reach out to Nas.
Right.
Nas was a spokesman for Hennessy, yo.
Right.
I think I gotta pull up the Queensbridge or Jersey, because you know they all live in Jersey.
Right.
And have a sit down because they need to cut that check, man.
True story. Listen. All day, every day. And this is just one, okay? This is nothing.
Go check the trunk.
I just wish I got pictures. I wish I had posted the pictures or whatever, but I didn't do it. But this is what they do all day, every day. Yo, Fridays with this one right here.
Yep.
Is lit. Straight like this. No, I can't even fuck with it. Oh. See what? What?
I told you I can't be on TV,
Yo, I'm dead.
Yo, once again, thank y'all for having us, Bucket Boys.
Yes. Give it up for the
Natficials.
Bucket
We love y'all,
Boys.
yo. New York City, New York gritty.
Yeah. Thank you. Listen. That's why they call his ass the troublemaker, y'all. Listen. Give it up for the Bucket Boys, y'all. Clap it up.
Keep this on your side, too. You see what this is? I go nowhere without it. Our crowd is kind of small tonight, so I ain't got to use it. Temperature check. I go everywhere without it. Listen, I'm real with mine. So when I go places, you don't got to even see me. I'm taking your temperature. If this just ain't 102, trust me, I'm letting DJ know that person got to go.
Yo, he got the temperature. Y'all give it up for the Bucket Boys. Clap it up. Let's go. Clap it up. All right, y'all. Listen.